Back in St. Louis, a 9-0 for Stephen McCain on the parallel bars. So,
well, it obviously was a very good decision. Not a gigantic score, but much better than the first routine would have brought. Over a point.
And McCain holds his position in 4th, but really for the national championship, this is a two-man race right now. It's Blaine Wilson and Sean Townsend. The bubble. The top 14 go to the Olympic trials, and Jay Thornton, who we've been following at USA Gymnastics for years, is right there. Jason Getz still way outside the Olympic picture. And, well, we said it before, just wants it to be over somehow, some way. Blaine Wilson's been coming on after a slow start on floor, 9.65 on pommel horse, 9.95 on rings.
Did the best vault of his entire life in the first day of competition.
And I guarantee you, he's not just thinking about standing this one up. He's out to prove Tim Daggett wrong. He says he can do it 2 in a row. And he does.
He's staring at you right now.
Look was for Tim Daggett. Tim gives him such a hard time at every competition. He says, you can't do that vault. But he's getting better and better. The consistency is great.
Yeah, he's looking at you again.
Yep.
He's mad. He's mad he took that step, isn't he?
Well, all I can say, Al, is it only took Blaine 3.5 years to learn how to land on his feet on this vault. So, but this
we've ever seen from him.
this is, he really has got the knack for this right now.
Great air sense, knows exactly when to open up.
All right, I'll give it to you.
9.85.
Just like that, Tim.
I knew that was coming. I knew it. All right, here's John Roethlisberger. He wants to reverse the trend. And right now, the trend for him is down. He fell from 6th to 10th. He doesn't want to get even close to thinking about this 14th place cutoff for the Olympic trials.
And I got to tell you, I don't think that that's even possible for John, especially when he's got an event like Steel Rings right here.
The score for John Roethlisberger on this apparatus in the preliminaries was 9.9.
Actually tied with Blaine Wilson.
He says after this, however it plays out as far as Sydney goes, this is it for gymnastics at the age of 30.
Very good strength part. You see almost level there. After John injured his leg, spent a tremendous amount of time working on the upper body strength, and came around for him. You also have to be able to swing. John does a dismount that's a little bit different. Double twisting double. Great routine. Just that step on the landing, though, really, it's going to cost him at least 2 tenths, maybe even could be 3 off of his potential score, because that's that D-level dismount, and he'd be getting an extra 10 if he stuck it. But definitely very good routine. Here is his swinging element, done in combination. John fights his way through this sequence and lands in a handstand. That gives him 6 tenths of bonus right there.
Roethlisberger, the 4-time national champion, 9.7, but he didn't do it consecutively. That's what Blaine Wilson has done, looking for 5 with 2 rotations to go. Last year's national champion, Krista Maloney, second this year. She'll be in Boston. So will we, and so can you, on NBC Sports. The U.S. Olympic trials coming up the 3rd week in August. And a man who looks like he's headed right there is Paul Hamm. Paul and his twin brother Morgan have impressed here in St. Louis. Now, 40% of this score that he's establishing here today will be added to 60% of a total score established at the Olympic trials. The top 4 men, when the trials are over, go to the Olympics, and then 2 other gymnasts are added.
And the way they are added is by taking that core group and determining where the team is weakest and supplementing it with the athletes that are strongest on those weak events. So it's not just obviously placing 5th or 6th in the all-round is more important to be strong where the team is weakest.
And an athlete like Paul, he's not flashy, but he's very, very consistent, and that's really important when you're trying to make a team such as this.
And remarkably composed for such a young kid doing horse in this situation. His coach, Stacy Maloney, said it was such a good sign the first day of competition. Didn't really know how he'd come out, but he had tunnel vision.
Back to Sean Townsend in the two-man battle at the top. Second place after the third rotation, separated by half a point from Blaine Wilson.
Sean credits his consistency in this competition to the fact that he's been working these exercises for 1 year. He feels really good about them.
His newest addition to the routine right here, circle and flare combination. The only thing that was missing for him to start his exercise from a 10.0. You see these all day long in the men's meet, these combination tumbling runs. They give him 5/10 a bonus, and I don't know, I didn't see anything off, which is pretty darn good.
So, Tim, if you had to pick the 4 men who survived the trials, Sean Townsend in that 4?
I would say definitely he has all the qualities. Very sturdy performer. A great deal of recent international experience.
Not to mention a great deal of experience having been a World Championship team member. That's extremely valuable.
And that face right there, that tells you a lot, though. You see that? Fantastic exercise. 99% of the athletes in this meet would have been stoked beyond belief to have a routine like that, but he's ticked because he takes that small step on the landing because he knows that's going to be the difference.
Paul Hamm gets a 9.35. He will hold third place. Between him and the top is Sean Townsend. Does he move up on Blaine Wilson or not?
Tired.
You can't be. You've got 2 more things to do.